Good evening, welcome, how are you? It's Bob, it's BOBCAST. It's Monday night and it's the 15th of June. This, I believe, is number 84. It's, yes, it's not 82 or 81. By those who know what I'm talking about, tell me it's number 84. So yeah, that's quite a lot really, isn't it? And yeah, gosh, huge number. Huge number. So, no, it's not. This is number 86. Last week was 85. Last night was 85. Now it's 86. Anyhow, I'm going to be booking it as number 86. I'm just writing that down so I remember. That's a lot, isn't it? Let's see if we can get to 100, shall we? I think we will. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I'm going to try and find some things to make you smile. Singing in the shower, by the way, is lots and lots of fun. And it's great fun and games. I love singing in the shower. But this morning I got a load of shampoo in my mouth, so the singing became a bit of a soap opera, really, which wasn't too good. I was a bit shocked today because I got stopped by the police, and they said that they were arresting me for illegally downloading the entire Wikipedia. I said, "Officer, I can explain everything." So, day's been good, and all the sort of ups and downs and all good bits. Some bits to sort out which had to be done, which was great. Well, not great, but you know what I mean. You have to sort everything out. What else? What else do we do? Zooming, bit of a Zoom, and sorting out various other bits. Bit scary on something though. Because I had a conversation about pensions yesterday. I didn't do anything else with it. I didn't Google it or search anything. And today on Facebook, I've had nothing but adverts about pensions and financial advisors. That is spooky. Alexa's in the kitchen, so I don't think she can hear me from my study. But it is just a little bit scoopy. Scoopy? Did I say scoopy? That's because, Scoopy. Gosh, I've been watching tonight and catching up on the Salisbury poisonings. Wow, brilliant piece of drama, beautifully written. And the first one was last night, which we were watching tonight. Second one's tonight, which we'll watch tomorrow. Third one's tomorrow, which we'll watch the day after. And but really good. And I was interested because 25 years ago I lived in Salisbury for a couple of years, had a lot of fun in Salisbury, made some very good friends there, and I was at theological college there in the close, and you actually almost saw a shot of the theological college at one point that I was at. So it's always interesting when you see things, but oh gosh, scary. And it was fascinating for me watching this whole thing just opening up. And, from the initial call of the guy being sick on a bench and his daughter falling over, and then the way that Porton Down were involved and the police and all the different people, how it all, trying to work out what was going on. A bit like the coronavirus, COVID-19. Similar type of thing, isn't it? That, people didn't know what was happening and still don't. By the way, our local police station has had its toilet stolen. But police say they've nothing to go on at the moment. So it's been fascinating watching this. I've really enjoyed it actually, and it was powerful, very powerful, and I'm quite looking forward to tomorrow. And it's interesting, isn't it, when you know what happens, because I do know the story and I can remember the news, and and of course it was just after the beast from the east, so there was all the flooding going on. Interesting when history is being made in front of you. And we're in that stage at the moment. History is being created. We'll look back on 2020 as the year of, well, who knows what. So, did you go shopping today? Were you one of the people queuing outside Primani, as those of us in the know call Primark? Were you out there? Or did you go to one of the other shops? Did you go to John Lewis? Were you chasing the up to 70% discounts? Or were you like me, stuck at home because you live in Scotland and the shops haven't opened yet? And of course, we're still in that stage. We haven't been allowed to do anything different yet. It's still the same for us up here. We can't have more than one person per day and all those different things, which is as it should be, I suppose. Somebody I was talking to went shopping and was a bit surprised how few people were wearing masks. And then a debate started, and when I was talking with my siblings today, a debate started as to whether the mask protects you or protects other people. And there's all sorts of scratching of heads, and I think they protect other people, and some people said, well, they don't protect you, but some said, well, I think they could. All this sort of stuff going on. And then somebody said, actually, the good thing about the mask, if you wear a mask, and I should have Exhibit A here, actually, because I've just had some rather nice tartan. Just had some nice tartan masks delivered. They don't do my ears any good. But the thing about wearing the mask, which I thought was really interesting, they said it just reminds you to socially distance and to do all those things, which I thought was actually a very, very good. I thought that was really quite excellent, and a good use of the mask, to do that socially distancing. So where are we? What's been happening? Well, I asked a couple of weeks ago about COVID stories, and I've had another one sent to me, which I thought I would share with you today. Don't think I'm going to do a poem today. I may do. I'll see how I feel. And this COVID story said, another week starting. Whatever my house diary says, no wonder children think Monday is the first day. So this is from a lady. I'm getting on a little bit, I think. I haven't been inside a shop since March the 20th. How lucky I am to have children who deliver and collect. So after 12 weeks, I'm going to see what it feels like again. My husband disliked shopping with a passion, she says. Many an hour spent in the car while I browsed, but he had the unerring knack of appearing behind me just when the girl said, that'll be £140, please. He did, however, she says, like buying books, whiskey and wine. She said that this week I had a real treat. I went for coffee in my daughter's garden. Husband Chris was there, and son working from home, and other daughter as well. So it was really nice, really lovely to be able to do that. And then somebody else came round to my house, one of my grandchildren with my great-granddaughter, and they brought their own playpen into the garden and played with load number of toys. They said we were really, really pleased to see them. So someone's invited me to join their social bubble this week, which I thought was rather nice. I can visit her at home and kiss and cuddle my granddaughter again, and actually touch. And this is a theme that comes through all this. How much we've missed the friendly hand, the pleased hug of greeting. So tonight I'm going to enjoy more strawberries. I'm going to have lots of strawberries, and I'm going to eat my way through a bag of M&S goodies. So I'm reflecting on what's important. And actually I realise that people are important to me. I send this to you so that you can pass it on. But what's really important to me, she says, is love. So thank you for sharing that. You'll notice I'm not naming people because they're quite personal to some of these things. But that came in from email from someone a long way away from here. So thank you. That's been really nice. Children and grandchildren and all those different things, which are so important. That's interesting. My computer's just gone slightly mad. I'm just tilting you for a second. There you are. You had to look at the ceiling just for a moment there. Sorry about that, because I had to. You know how you move things around on the screen with your mouse? Well, I had to do that. Do you know, I thought I was going to talk about cars tonight, and I thought I was going to tell you a story about salesmen, but I'm going to do that tomorrow night and hold it back a little bit. Listen, Helvetica, Times New Roman and Ariel walked into a bar. The bartender said, "Get out of here, we don't serve your type." Everyone should be served, no matter their type or whatever they are. So have you ever wondered why you should never really mention the number 208? 88. I just think it's too gross. Do you know what gross is? Or gross? Is it gross or is it gross? That was gross, but it's a gross. I think it's a gross, isn't it? Why should the number 288 never be mentioned? Because it's too gross. No, I hadn't thought about that. And all you spelling and pronunciation experts, if I worked for the BBC, I'd be able to go to the pronunciation unit, and they would tell me exactly how I should pronounce it, which is very important, actually. Yes, so son, Dad, I had a test at school today. Oh yes, said Dad, what was it on? Son said, paper. And yeah, of course it was. So, today's Monday, the week's begun again. Loads of different things going on. This is a bit spooky about how Facebook discovered that I was thinking about pensions. And that I do find spooky, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Interesting. If anyone knows the algorithms or the answers, then please let me know. Who do I blame? Very strange indeed. It's interesting, isn't it? But there's so many mysteries in life, and actually life itself is a mystery. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is mystery, today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. One of those sayings that I really like. I put a piece of music up on my Facebook page today because, you know, I get a bit fed up when I see all the hatred that seems to be going on in the world. You know, everyone really pushing things. So I put up a lovely thing that came from the 1970 grey Episcopal prayer book. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God. I put that up regularly. And I put up the Waterboys. I'm going to see the Christ in you. Some lovely pictures on it. So if you get fed up listening to BOBCAST, then maybe just go and have a listen to the Waterboys, because they are just lovely. Right, tomorrow I think is probably going to be about cars. I've said that before, but I've got a really interesting poem about a sat-nav and a poem about an electric car, a really good joke about a car salesman. So I'm going to head towards that, but I might forget, so it might be a few days after that. Who knows? That's the joy of the unscripted BOBCAST. Number 86. 8 and 6, 86. Tomorrow will be 8 and 7, 87. And I'm not going to tell you any more great jokes, really, because I like dirty jokes, particularly Scottish dirty jokes, you know, like Joke the Coleman. And if you want to see that God's a great joker and has a huge sense of humour, bearing in mind that he made us all in his own image, male and female. So if you want to know that God's got a great sense of humour, just look in the mirror. And then you'll see God looking out of you, and then you'll know how funny it is. Right, take care, look after yourselves, look after those round about you, and let's just live with this lockdown for a bit longer, so we're told we can go out and do things, and then we'll be able to go to Primark in Scotland and go to Next. Where will you go to next? No, where will you go to next? We could have gone to Woolworths in the old days. Mothercare, BHS, gosh, it's amazing the names that have gone. Debenhams slipping away, still hanging on by its fingertips. So all those amazing stores, and I think of the stores in Glasgow when I was brought up, McLaren's, Trerons. Gosh, that's another thing, I mustn't get into that just now. Right, take care, look after each other. Loving God, watch thou, dear Lord, with those who wake or watch or weep tonight. Give your angels charge over those who sleep. Tend your sick ones, Lord Christ. Rest your weary ones and bless your dying ones. Soothe your suffering ones. Pity your afflicted ones and shield your joyous ones. And all for your love's sake. Amen. Gosh, I was scared earlier on. A big cat escaped from its enclosure at our local zoo, and apparently it was loose in Kelso. Almost made me poo my pants. Bye.